Hey, good afternoon. Bob Trade Genius here, the 30th and the last day of November. Just a reminder, our holiday special Black Friday extension ends tonight at midnight. If you're interested in any and all of our services or software, or coaching, or the trade signals and trading room. And I'm going to let Phil talk about cryptos. You know, my view here, we're doing some consolidating here, and Phil is the expert, so I'm going to leave it to him. I have no personal trades to share with you at this time, but I will want to talk to you about natural gas because it is setting up for a beautiful move based on the weather and the climate coming in December. This is the from Vencor. This is the temperature anomaly from the 5th to the 15th. This front is going to start moving into the country on Tuesday, and this cold weather pattern is going to remain for at least 10 days, maybe to Christmas. And it's just going to devastate the already low storage levels we have in natural gas that are in Henry Hub and around the country. So the games they've been playing by piling on shorts on this is gonna, I think it's gonna come back to haunt them starting next week. So just keep an eye on that. And I'm gonna dovetail that with Joe Bastardi here, and this is the snow cover map for the same period of time. Okay, I mean, we're getting snow all the way down to Monterrey, Mexico, and into the highlands of of the central Mexican Rockies, if you will, and so we have snow in every state except for Florida. I mean, we're even going to get some snow in Louisiana and Mid-Atlantic snow. Looks like a little bit of nor'easter action here. Man, Eastern Canada, you guys are going to get walloped. Have a white Christmas. We're calling this storm. This is from Russia with love. This is a Siberian Express coming through, and it's going to get trapped. So there's a. I'll go back to this other one right here. So right here is a high ridge that's going to be forming here, and that's a blocker. And then there's one off Greenland, another blocker, and that's just going to trap the cold in right here, and it's going to be pouring over. It's in the Arctic right now, coming over from Russia, Siberia, and it's just going to stay there and pool like it did for a couple weeks in Russia and Siberia itself. And this is for us global warming nuts. I mean global cooling nuts. It's this is the blocker that's predominant during a solar minimum, or even a mini ice age, or even an ice age. There was no ice in Alaska during the ice age, okay, because of that blocker. So all the cold just basically sloshed back and forth from Russia, Siberia into the U.S. and the blocker forced cold into Europe and Russia and into the U.S. and even into Eastern Asia, and then basically the west coast of the United States and Alaska were pretty much ice free. I don't know how warm it was, but they didn't get any weather, so it was cold and probably dry, which is probably pretty brutal. And it's going to be pretty dry in California too for this storm. I think we're going to get a little bit of rain through, and then that's it. And then looking at natural gas, is that 320 keeps blocking this trade. This is the second month in a row they stopped it here, but it also got stopped on our green line. And remember, every time I show this green line, it means buy natural gas. We've been accumulating UGAZ, and our energy names are moving up already anyway. So I think there's anticipation here that this thing's is gonna move higher. In fact, it bounced right off that green line today. I know there's another gap down here. They may try to do a quick down and out on it like they did last week. But my recommendation for you guys is that if you trade futures, it's probably anywhere between 303 and 295 will be a good entry for you. And I fully expect this range to get taken out in the next 2 weeks. And you can play with UNG calls. You can play with KOLD puts. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add two. I already have UGAZ. I've been adding to it, and I added again today. And I'm looking for another beautiful move like we had last month, where we just made really good money, even though we took some initial pain entering the position, because you just never know when they're going to turn this thing around. But for sure, these hold pretty well. So just keep an eye on anything 295 and greater. Jump in. If it's weak tomorrow, definitely buy. And I think by next Monday, Tuesday, we're going to already start seeing the change in attitude. And if this thing holds for more than a week, you're going to see this thing skyrocket. Now, flipping over to our equity positions, is that we are in XBI. Let me just show you here. We have biotech calls that are now nicely in the money. They're due not till the third week of December, and they were the 82, so we're already 83 plus. I didn't want to screw with them till tomorrow because I'm going to probably put a spread trade on, so I'm going to do that all at the same time. In addition to that, we have position in FCG. Okay, it was up nicely today. I've been telling people this is a good buy. It's going to be a grinder, and I think it's going to grind right on up back to these old highs. And I'm looking for 25. This is my largest position. This is one we put on yesterday. It's already up 6 or 7%. We're excited about that. And BCRX we put on earlier in the week, and that is up nicely as well. So I'm expecting double-digit gains on both of those. Biotech's making its move. And like I said, the only thing that we have that we're down on is UGAZ. And I expect that we'll walk out of that thing profitable. Yesterday we took profit on, the day before we took profit on a piece of it. We bought back that piece today. And but the overall position now is back to being red. You'll see that on the spreadsheet tonight. So you can go to Trade Genius, the Twitter feed if you want to see the results. I put them out every morning. Or Bob Loves Hawaii, my personal blog, I put them out there too. Post them there nearly every day, so you can see what we own, what we're doing, what's the performance, total transparency, and that's it. So make sure you check out our site. Last day, TradeGeniusAcademy.com, Black Friday special, and be sure to check out Phil's his YouTube that'll put out overnight on cryptos, because now it's going to get fun trading those, because we hit some mile markers and landmarks, get a pull back, and it's going to recharge the batteries for our next move. So this run is not over by a long shot. Have a good one. I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.